So here's the project I'm working on today. I got some conduit items, so obviously electrical, some clamps, pipe clamps, some rings, and 50 amp breaker. So what I'm up to is for my Tesla, I got a wall connector. Right now I'm using the portable wall connector just into 110, and that will charge about 20 amps, excuse me, 12 amps for 110. So it takes quite a while and it's not bad. But what I want to do here is to take my panel box, and my panel box is over there in the corner, and I have some extra conduit. It's 1 inch, which is bigger than I needed, but why buy new? I'm gonna drop down there, come across here, and hopefully right about there. Also, if we have guests, the guests will be able to just park right around the corner there and charge up their Tesla too. I already had opened up the box. I made room for my 50 amp breaker, and so we'll start there. I'll put a hole in here. I'll come up in there for my 50 amp breaker that I got, and then run conduit along that wall. So that's the process, and that's what I'll do. Also, of course, the wire. So this is 6-gauge wire. Because I was using 1-inch conduit instead of 3/4 conduit I had laying around, I had to open up a little bit the hole for that conduit. Now, that was okay, but it did create a little bit of a problem later on, although the nut and everything went on fine once I made my hole just a little bit bigger. The next thing I had to do is figure out the height of my conduit coming across, so I took the mounting plate and looked at it, but then I realized that my outlets on the wall were going to be interfere, and I had to lower that a little bit. So I did some measurements and got it so it would come underneath that outlet, not right through it. Drilled out 2 of the holes that were already marked, and got the screws, got ready to mount my plate. One thing that I got out from a white elephant gift I got for Christmas was a little laser level. You can see the red line on the wall, and that's approximately level and where I want to put my conduit. I could have just measured it, but I couldn't find my chalk line to snap a line, so I went with this. Okay, got this piece. I want, right there. Don't have all the tools you want. Don't go too deep. Perfect. Now, knock a hole in there. Got somewhere here, some previous project, that I'm going to attempt to get it down the hole and fish it out this hole. And if I'm successful, then I can tape my other wires up and get it back. So let's see how this goes. Hey, 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 look at that. My fishing exhibition was really successful. Coming down the pike. Oh, it's coming out. Beautiful. So before I connect that up, I'm going to go to the far end and connect that up there. Okay, so this is the ground. I'm going to come up here and down there to catch the ground. About there. They give you this handy dandy, very interesting, I don't know if it's, but it's kind of rounded on the end. Okay, it should be good. Now back to the other. Okay, that will initially get us where we want to be. Okay, when I hooked this up last night and I put this on, I got no lights. So I went and checked. First of all, I couldn't find my multimeter. Finally, I went to check it, and I was getting here between the ground. I was getting 123, but between the two, I was getting nothing. Then I realized I was on the same leg, and I had to change my breaker position to catch both legs. So now between these two, I am getting 245 between each leg and the ground. 123. So now I should be good. Couldn't find my multimeter last night, or I would have figured the problem out. If you don't have a multimeter, get one. Okay, gonna be 20, 30 bucks. So finally, charging. Got everything up through. Oh, I got the cover to put on there yet. So I got that to finish up. Looky here. Got the wall charger. Can reach all the way over if I'm parked here. And everything is going good. Because I have a 50 amp breaker, I set it to 48 out of 40 out of 48 amps. So only charging at 40, so I don't warm the breaker up too much. 60 amp breaker could do 48 amps. We're doing 40 amps, which will be fast enough.